Hello and welcome to Travel Dairy. I'm Sharjeel Shahid, and today we're walking the short trails of the northern areas with five tiny stories that make every step feel like part of a larger map. Alright, picture this. You leave the village gate, the path narrows between stone walls, and a local elder tells you a single sentence about a crooked rock. Before you know it, the village has history, humor, and a small mystery rolled into one, and your 5 minute walk becomes a memory that sticks. In the next 5 minutes, I'll give you five ready to tell vignettes, short, respectful, and easy to remember, plus the right questions to ask, the safety checks to make before following any folk route, and how to share stories without taking them. These are trail-sized tales for Hunza, Skardu, and nearby valleys. Quick companions for village paths, riverside strolls, and short hikes. Let's begin. Section 1. Two stories that change how you see a rock and a shortcut. First, in the Hunza Valley, there's a weathered stone people call the storyteller's thumb. The rhyme locals use says, a young shepherd once pressed his thumb into the rock to mark a promise to return. When the snow came and the shepherd didn't, the thumb didn't fade. Locals point to a small notch and smile. To them, it's a marker of loyalty, and to visitors, it's a chance to ask, may I hear how this came to be?
Haha, I love that one. The notch becomes a conversation starter. If you ask gently, people will give different versions, and each version is part of the valley's life. It's also a good test. If three elders tell the same detail, it's probably the community's accepted story. Otherwise, you've got a dozen small variations to enjoy.
Second, in this section, a Skardu shortcut myth. In a hamlet above the river, youngsters whisper that a narrow goat track cuts hours off the longer path, but the tale adds a twist. The shortcut only opens for people who give a small offering of bread to the old juniper at dawn. It's charming to hear and useful as a caution. Folklore can point to real trails, but it can't replace a map. Before you follow any local shortcut, ask a guide, check the weather, and make sure you can turn back safely.
That juniper story always makes me smile. Equal parts superstition and local navigation. It's perfect for a campfire line, but please, don't try a dimly lit goat track at dusk without someone who knows it. Safety first, story second.
Section 2. Two tales where nature and habit blur. Story 3. Along a lively river bank there is a curious curve in the stones where elders say the river decided to rest after carrying a giant's pack of wheat. Scientists might point to erosion patterns, but the folk version gives the bend a name and a reason to pause and listen. If you walk there, try saying the local name aloud. It honors the story and often brings a smile from passers-by who remember versions from their childhood.
Saying the name out loud is like ringing the conversational bell. Someone will join you with another line. And that's the magic. These tales are invitation more than fact. Take the Riverbend story as an opener, not an endpoint.
Story 4 is a village custom about hospitality. In several valleys, guests are offered a small plate of roasted barley and a hot cup, and there's a saying that whoever leaves the plate untouched will meet rain the next day. Whether true or not, the rule has community purpose. It encourages acceptance of hospitality and creates a gentle social rhythm. If a host offers you something, accept with gratitude even if it's a single bite. If you can't eat for dietary reasons, explain politely and offer a clear, friendly thanks. That keeps the exchange respectful and avoids awkwardness.
And if you accept, make sure the portion is small. It's the gesture that matters, not the plate. Locals notice sincerity more than size, and that is always appreciated.
Section 3, the traveling anecdote, practical checks, and a quick recap. Story 5, a favorite campfire line about mountain driving. They say a driver who hums the valley's whole song rounds blind corners better because the song keeps their hands steady and their eyes light. It's playful and it's a great line to share while you warm by the fire. But back to practicalities, quick fact checks you can do on the spot. Ask two different locals the same question, check with a registered guide, and look up route notes on community pages before trying anything you hear on the trail. Use folklore as a cultural companion, not a navigation app.
Also remember attribution. If a villager shares a story, credit them when you retell it. A simple, I heard this from Amina in that valley, goes a long way. It keeps respect and helps prevent accidental appropriation.
Recap. 5 short vignettes you can use on short walks. A Hunza thumb mark, a Skardu shortcut myth, a river bend legend, a hospitality custom, and a driving anecdote with the same checklist. Ask nicely, verify safety, accept hospitality thoughtfully, and give credit. If you want more detailed route notes, sources, and recommended local guides, visit our website for full notes and maps. Uh, Before we close, a quick living rule. Stories are gifts. Carry them carefully. If a tale seems private, don't press. If a path seems unsafe, don't follow it. And if someone shares a laugh with you by the roadside, share one back. That simple exchange makes every short trail feel like home, even for a while. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this walk, visit our site for maps, story sources, and recommended local contacts. The link is in the episode notes. Subscribe to Travel Diary for more trail ready tales and safe, respectful ways to connect with the northern areas. Okay, until the next path, walk well.